Hey everybody, we got something brand new from Stanley today. This is their Adventure Series all-in-one fry pan set. Hey everybody, welcome back. So I got a new cook set from Stanley. These aren't new, but this has been improved a little bit over the years. This is their all-in-one Adventure fry pan set. It's a 9-piece set. Comes with a multi-layered base frying pan for even heating, and we're going to test that today, as well as a place setting for 2 and a collapsible spatula, so you can properly cook up your meal. You can do burgers, pancakes, stir fry, everything in it. It's a really heavy-duty quality pan. It's got some decent accessories that come with it. The pan might be a little heavy because of the thick base for backpackers and stuff, but if you're cooking for more than one person, it's big enough where it's not, a tiny little camp pan, but it's big enough where you can cook 2 portions in it, and the thing is built like a tank. So let's get inside and show you what's in it. Then we're going to take it outside and test it. One of the improvements I have noticed is there is a lid on these now. In the past, I don't remember seeing, and I've only seen videos of these in the past, but in the past I don't remember seeing lids on them. You got a cutting board. Nice, decent, hard cutting board. Instruction manual. I don't know how much you need for an instruction manual on one of these. Cook food, eat food. 2 sporks. And this is kind of neat. This is your spatula, and it does kind of go together here. And it is a tight fit, which is good because you don't want it popping off while you're cooking. There you go. Really nice. And that's not going anywhere, and it is sufficient thick quality stuff. You get 2 plates and a little trivet to put your stuff down on, okay, and the pan itself. Now I picked this thing up and it's got some girth to it. You got this thing here, it folds out, put it down like that. This thing is heavy, it's not super light. I believe, what is it, 32 ounces it'll hold. It's 7.25 inches across and 18 diameter. I believe it weighs 2.1 pounds. That's for the whole set. So, it's not a super light, ultralight cook set, but if you really want to, you can hear that. That's not cheap little tinny kind of stuff that you get with the cook sets when you're getting camp cook sets. The cool part about it is because of the layers, it seems to spread out the heat a little better. We're going to test that because we're going to be cooking on good old Trangia 26 alcohol stove. I wanted to cook on something I can't regulate. I wanted to cook on something I can't turn up or down. It's just full-on heat. And we'll see how well the 3 layers at the bottom here spread that heat out. Now, I believe on the back here, you've got stainless steel, aluminum, and then stainless steel again. So you got a pretty decent 3-ply bottom to that thing. So, let me get set up outside, and we will start cooking. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is light the Trangia, and let that bloom while I get everything else ready. I've already chopped up the potatoes I'm going to be using here. Can't tell if that's lit. Yep, that's going. Put the windscreen on, and there we go. So I'm going to let that bloom, and now we are going to get our other food ready. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is chop up these, got some extra butter in there, chop up this sausage we got ready to cook. I'm just going to cut them in half, or in thirds. They're a little big for what we're making, which is going to be eggs and some fried potatoes. And we're trying out the fried potatoes to make sure that this has a nice even cooking pattern to it. And that should be good. There, that's decent. A little bit more. There. So, cutting pad seems to work well. Cutting board. There we go. So let's get those potatoes on. So another cool reason I decided to use this pan is the fact that it fits perfectly on the stove. So I'm going to put some oil in there. And we are going to fry us up some potatoes. I want to see how well that heats everything underneath it. Not just in the center where the stove is, but how well it heats up on the side. So I'm going to dump the rest of this in here. be done with it. And I'll bring you back once that's sizzling and going. Alright, so there they go. Put a little salt and pepper on them. Do a little, these are my little Tic Tac spice containers. A little bit of onion. And I like the fact that I'm seeing, whoops, a little too much onion on that side. Everything boiling in there, you know, sizzling. Not just one central area cooking. So let's wait till these brown up a little bit. I may have a little too much oil in there, but that's okay. We can dump that out. Wait till these brown up a bit, and I'll bring you back. And we'll move on to the next cooking step. Just going to take you a quick look over here and let you see everywhere is equally hot, which is really good. The fry pan itself is kind of at an angle because the base that it's on is kind of at an angle. But everywhere around here, instead of just one, even when I move it back here, that area is sizzling. So everywhere around is getting a good even heating. So the base of this pan is actually doing its job pretty well. Alright, so it looks like they're done. It's actually pretty darn perfect. I tasted one and it seemed fine. So I'm going to take this off here. Give you a look at what we got so far. I'm going to drain off some of that oil over behind the camera here. And we're going to put this on the lid and cook the next part of the meal. And by the way, the spatula that we've been using in hot oil, no melting, no bending, just nice and even, nice and ready to go. So I'm going to take these off and put them on the lid, and we're going to move on to the next item. All right, so continuing on, we're going to drop some butter in there, and now we're going to put in our sausage. This is beef sausage, by the way. It was really good. We had some of it for dinner one night. We had some left over. And it was actually really tasty. This won't take too long. This is more of a heating up process, less about cooking. So bring you back when that's done. And we're just going to throw the eggs into that when it's done. And bring you to the next step. I do have to say that I'm pleased with the way it's heating all the way around. And not just in the center where the stove is. Definitely doing its job, doing the right thing. Those are pretty much close to being done, and I have my eggs in here. These are just some Thrive Life eggs that I put together. So I'm just going to toss these in. I'm going to let that cook. And while that's cooking, I'll get out some cheese that I brought out here. I'll throw a little cheese in with that. We'll have ourselves a decent little hearty breakfast. Ready to go. I'm just going to tear it apart. These are just cheese slices, cheddar. So, wait for that to cook. I'll toss it in and bring you back once that's started to cook a little bit. And then we're going to have my wife and I try it out together. She's going to be my taste tester today. Today is our 22nd anniversary. We got married here in Vegas before we lived. Well, we're not in Vegas, but we got married in Vegas before we lived out here. And I thought this was kind of cool. I'd cook her a little breakfast in bed if she'd help me do the video. I'll bring you back in a minute. Alright, everything's done. Wife's going to test it out because she's pickier than I am. And I'm going to test mine out.
I'm not pickier than you. That's not true at all. Need some ketchup. I'm going to have to go get some. I'm taking my plate. See you later.
She's going to go. I woke her up from a dead sleep to do this, so it was kind of tough. She's going to go get some ketchup. I'm going to go get some ketchup, and I'm going to eat this. Then I'm going to clean up the pan, bring it back, show you how well it cleans up, and we will finish up the video, and I'll tell you where you can pick this up and how much they go for. All right, before I went in to wash the pan, I wanted to show you what it looked like. It's actually not as bad as I thought. I guess cooking some other stuff in there kind of picked up the burned areas from the hash browns. But we're going to wash all this up here and bring you back and let you know how it all worked out. All right, so there you go. All cleaned up very easily. Here's the pan. No burns. There are a couple little scorch marks there, but I mean, you know, this is a cooking pan. Of course it's going to have that. Cleaned up really well. Dishes, of course, they're super simple to clean up. They're just plastic. And dry them up, put them back in there. The trivet, didn't really use it much. I believe this is heat resistant to some extent, so that's kind of cool. But I really didn't use it much, but it's clean. Cutting board, no problems. Easy to clean up. I believe that goes in last. Let's put the dishes in. Then, okay, this is what impressed me. Now, I've used these things before, and even some kits from Stanley. And what happens is your edges start to melt when you put them in hot grease. This thing stayed completely in one piece without any melting, any damage. Still thick and strong. Definitely a cool little deal on that. These guys performed well. The little sporks. There's that. And the lid, which I put the hash browns on when they were cooked. Shows no signs of damage from that. So there you go. A real simple little cook system. I definitely like it. Definitely going to be using it more in videos. I'll probably keep it out here, as it probably wouldn't be something I'd backpack. But if I was going out on a trip and I had to cook for more than one person, we would definitely load up the Trangia and that, because that Trangia with about 2 ounces of alcohol cooked that entire meal. So really efficient on the fuel end of things. Definitely a cool little system. So let me tell you about where you can get it. Now, I got this one in Walmart, and this is the box. I'll show you the box again, what it looks like. I think it was like $27, okay? I got it about a week ago, and you can't see the box. Let's move the box forward. There you go. I got it about a week ago in Walmart, and they are a little cheaper in Walmart. On Amazon, in my store right now, they're $29.99, so check your local Walmart first. Make sure you're going to be getting the best deal. I'd rather you get the deal on it than buy it from my affiliate store. If you can find it cheaper, definitely cool. Definitely, I'm impressed with it. Stanley always makes good stuff, and for something that's going to take a lot of abuse, maybe cooked over campfire, open fire, all that, definitely a cool thing. And even for something that you're cooking on a single burner, the weight and the thickness of that pot really did dissipate the heat perfectly. Those hash browns were browned all the way around the pan. There was no, burned in the middle and raw on the sides. Perfect. So definitely a cool little system. A very affordable system. It's stainless steel, BPA free. About $30 on Amazon, about $27 in Walmart. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our affiliate store down below. Everything that I review in the channel, I try to put in there. Check online, see if you can get it cheaper. That's fine with me. I don't want people to pay more than they have to. But definitely check it out. If you don't see anything in the store you like, just click the link and shop as you normally would. Don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below. The eggs we use today are the Thrive powdered eggs. They're really good. My wife loves them. I love them. They're awesome. But you can check them out. Everything's coming back in stock in Thrive, so give them a look. See if you want to get started on some freeze-dried food storage. And don't forget to check out our OLED link as well, and our preparewithiridium.com Food for Patriots link. They have a sale running right now. The smaller version of their kit sold out. The larger version is still there, so check them out. Thanks for watching, folks. Stay safe and stay prepared.